All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go to wrap up a busy weekend of football.
Here we go. 60 outlaw. Hey, echo. You. Check.
On first down, Whittington. And right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
To put it mildly, that is not the way anyone wants to start off a game. You fumble on your first offensive snap. But now what you're worried about is, does that linger throughout the game for your guys on offense? And how's the defense going to handle it? Because no one expects to run out on the field on the first play and have to all of a sudden start to play themselves.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. On 2nd and 7, Jones trying for right, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual-type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've got to be thrilled to have this game still at 0-0 after the interception thrown on the very first play of the game.
They certainly do, and what I enjoyed was watching him on the sidelines, because as the defense came off, he was there to congratulate them and really say thanks, because he threw the interception. It didn't turn into any points.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. He takes this for 3 to the 29. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you've got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Jones now to throw on 3rd down. And Ingram hauls it in. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
Throwing Jones. And he's got his man on the out route. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now Jones. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
60 Pittsburgh. Back two, the Mike. Back two, Mike, back two. Shoot.
Looking to throw. Jones. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 20-yard line. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. 61, matchbox, light. 52, watch 52. 52's the mic. Let's go. Yeah.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, Jones. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. 3rd and long, defense with no fear. They brought the pressure.
Zero fear at all. That means they feel really good about the guys who are going to cover. But the biggest one is they think their pressure will get there before he has a chance to find an open receiver.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. Man open, it's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Done. Waiting.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Whip. Watch the whip. 57. Hey, kill. Hey, wahoo. What's up?
Now on 2nd and 13. Wentz, open man, Arcega-Whiteside. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. A cool little accomplishment for him passing the football. 25,000 yards. He just surpassed that for his career.
When he was a little guy in the backyard just throwing it around probably with his dad, he thought about playing in the NFL. He dreamed of it. But to put up these kind of numbers while doing so, That's got to be kind of cool for him. He'll enjoy the heck out of thinking about that when this one is over.
3-0 after one on EA Sports. This is fielded at the 7. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
A big play there for the Giants. 54 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
Here we go. 15, Ronnie. 15 now.
Now on 2nd and 13. Jones firing quickly here, and that's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? Is biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
On 1st down, Wentz. That's complete to Arcega-Whiteside. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Wentz going to throw into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. They'll try the left side. Whittington. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards, good for a Giant 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. Jones. He's going to loft one deep left, and that's caught inside the 30. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 41 yards.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Jones operating from the gun. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one is...
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
There we go. Nice move.
A big play there. 51 yards. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points. Rosas good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
On second down, it's Sanders. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Here we go. Waiting. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Shotgun now for Wentz. This will be caught by Brown. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will be taken at the 13. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Right back to him on first down. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Jones off the play fake. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's going to be caught. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there just before halftime. 55 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Check. There you go. Check three. Let's go.
Looking to throw. Jones. The quick slant caught. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Got a man. It's Brown. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down. Here we go on fourth down with Wentz.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
From the 25 on second down, Jones, and he whips that one incomplete there.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day, all day.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Back to throw. Jones. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play.
52's the mic.
Now Jones throwing on first down. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, already his second touchdown here this opening weekend. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Rosas good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Give him 32 on the play. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Squeeze double up.
Sunday.
Working from the gun. Wentz. This short throw caught by Goddard. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing and communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
7 yards there and a first down. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It was Kendall Donnerson who made the stop on the defensive side. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Wentz to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
PAT up and good to Rosas. And that will extend this big lead. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one, it didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
And get some space. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
81.
looking to throw again on second down. Wentz. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now Wentz. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside there to make the grab. And the Eagles get a score closer. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead drops from 34 down to 27. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They won more. Here comes an onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Gator.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight
Topper, Topper.
Jones now on 1st and 10. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
He's checking crab. Check 99.
Get it.
Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that right there is something we've seen, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Wentz now to throw. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 14 yards there and a neat first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Yannick Ngakoue. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 40. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 right at the 40. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. The Eagles on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. Going up top for Miller. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off with great anticipation. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They'll run on 1st down. Whittington. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On 2nd and 2, Jones. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation, let him sneak his way across, coming back underneath, put it in his hands, let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize the tight end on the drag route. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. They'll keep it on the ground. Whittington. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 3rd down, Person. And he's taken down inside the 30. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
On the ready. Jet bomber. Jet bomber.
Check 50.
5.
Here's Jones on 1st down. Oh, he stays up. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Blue draw forfeit.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
58 to Mike. 58. 58 to Mike.
I got him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They'll keep it on the ground. Whittington. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, That does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. To throw is Wentz. That's complete to Robinson. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Wentz letting one go deep for the end. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. He's been a frequent target, and with catches like that, one-handed in the end zone, I'd keep going his way.
And he's doing it every which way, isn't he? 2 hands, and in this case, we just saw it with 1 hand. Almost reminds me of a great return of service guy in tennis. No matter how you whack it at him, it comes back at you. In this case, it just envelops it and brings it in.
Well, it looked like the Eagles got this back. Yes, Philadelphia football. Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes, it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Throwing on first is Wentz. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. So the youngster able to use the legs to pick up the first.
And one of my pet peeves when they see this guy play, when Carson Wentz takes off running the football, I always hear people go, oh, he's sneaky athletic. No, he's athletic. Watch him do it. It's an integral part of the quarterback run game, and he gets it done very, very well.
Yeah, you don't like sneaky athletic, do you? That's kind of a jab in the back.
Yeah, not when it...
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now down to 20. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Let's go. 60 Pittsburgh.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back. Right around the 48-yard line. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. And they give this time to the tailback. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. And the Eagles with a dime look, 6 DBs on third down.
80 weapons. Hey, echo.
57's Mike. Mike 50.
Look at me. Go. Get it.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down.
And got his man complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. Elliott now to add the extra point. And that will cut this lead down to 13.
Giants
2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Check.
They'll keep it on the ground. Whittington, and he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. He needed 2, but he doesn't come anywhere close. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. So this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost, But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason, but now I'm listening to you. So for the Giants, it'll be a happy trip home as they start the season with a road victory here on a Monday night. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.